is. Where are you, Brandon? Where are you?
Good morning.
Hey, General, how are you this morning? You knew Brandon wasn't going to be here. He's going to try and do it remotely. Otherwise, I guess I'll have to.
Well, if you need me to be the secretary, I'll try.
The only thing on here, the only action item, is bond counsel here? There we go. Is we're going to authorize the TANs, but we
Right.
may not issue them.
Okay.
So we'll do the paperwork on it. I talked to David Fulkerson yesterday. We may not have a need to it. So. What's that? Well, you know he's trying to frantically get on here, so.
There we go. I knew I had some glasses somewhere so I can actually read.
You guys ready?
Yes.
There he is. Board of
Recording
Examiners,
in
come to
progress.
order. Controller Wolf, in wherever you are.
Can you hear me okay?
Can you turn up the volume a little bit for us?
Let me see if I can talk a little louder here.
Talk a little louder.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, we'll call the State Board of Examiners meeting to order. Governor, we have everyone there. I can see you. There we go.
Yeah, we got a quorum. Go ahead.
All right, great, thank you. Today on our consent agenda, we have the minutes from last month. We have item number 2 is the Ada County Sheriff's Office, which is the transportation of prisoners. Item number 3 is from the Department of Environmental Quality. They have 6 items there from their various quarterly transfers. 7. And then item number 4 is from the Department of Health and Welfare. This is also to request the transfer from the general fund to the Cooperative Welfare Fund for the 4th quarter. Item number 5 is from the Department of Administration. This is a lease assignment from Tolis Family Trust to the Franmar Company. And item number 6 is from the Idaho State Police. This is a request for a waiver to the Board of Examiners surplus personal property in order to transfer a drug detection K9 to his handler. And that concludes our consent agenda items. We do have a regular agenda item, but that concludes our consent.
Governor,
General,
move approval and adoption of the consent agenda.
Second.
Moved and seconded. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. The consent agenda has been adopted. Controller Wolf.
Thank you, Governor and members of the board. On our regular agenda today, we have from the State Treasurer's Office, I believe Treasurer Julie Ellsworth is there and bond counsel, but this is a request for authorization pursuant to Idaho Code 633201 to issue tax anticipation notes that will not exceed 75% of the anticipated income or revenue from the taxes during fiscal year 23. And I believe Treasurer Ellsworth and representatives and the bond counsel is there.
Just on cue, she walked in the back of the room. So. Identify yourself for the record, please.
Certainly, Governor. My name is Stephanie Bonney. I serve as bond counsel to the treasurer for the state of Idaho and have done the state's tax anticipation notes for approximately the last 30 years. So we're here asking the state treasurer, I'm here on behalf of the state treasurer, asking for permission for the treasurer to issue tax anticipation notes should they be needed. That determination has not yet been made. Traditionally, though of course what happens is we get a majority of expenses in the first half of the year, but the majority of the tax revenues don't come in till the second half of the year. So the tax anticipation note merely balances out those expenditures with those revenues. State law prohibits the treasurer from borrowing more than 75% of the anticipated income, so we put that amount here. However, of course, that amount is extremely large, exceeding $4 billion. Traditionally, the state anticipation notes have been around $500 million for the last decade or so. So with that, I would stand for any questions that anybody has over the resolution.
Questions? And it's our understanding that we will authorize the issuance, but then we'll look at the cash flow in the, what's the last date we can make the determination?
I mean, just in time to sell the bonds. Mr. Herringer, is there a particular?
We can make all the way up to May.
Okay, Eric says up till May, so, all right.
So I would just ask for adoption of the resolution, please.
Governor,
General,
a question first, and that is, will we hear back from you prior to whatever the number's going to be? That would be comforting to me to know that.
yeah, what, Treasurer Ellsworth, you made the long walk here, so you might as well come talk to us.
Remember last year we were in the Hall of Mirrors?
Yeah.
So I heard City Hall, but all I heard was Hall. There's my excuse. So I went to the Hall of Mirrors and you all weren't there. Okay, we have a credit rating enhancement committee and it will meet once the legislature adjourns. And at that point, we size how much is needed. You know, you just take into account everything that's been happening with the revenue. And that typically happens in the end of April or the middle of April, right, Eric? Yeah. And so the committee is made up of your appointees, legislators, and business people in the state.
And sometimes when we issue notes, it's fruitful for the state, and sometimes it's less fruitful. I assume that'll be the determination, the recommendation the committee gives to you, and you forward on to the rest of the board.
Yes.
Okay.
With that clarification, Governor, that we will hear back, I move that we approve the resolution authorizing tax anticipation notes as requested.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. Any further discussion, questions? Brandon, do you have any questions?
No, Governor.
All right, all in favor say aye.
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 Opposed, nay. The ayes have it, and the issuance of the TANs has been authorized. Sure.
Governor, members of the board, and I know, I believe they're going to get some signatures from you today, and I'll get my signature when I get back in to Boise.
Okay.
Governor, on the informational agenda, from the Controller's Office, we have the report of the overtime paid on FLSA exempt employees. And then item number 9 is from the State Insurance Fund, and that concludes our agenda for today.
Governor,
General,
seeing that there's nothing no additional business to be performed, I move that we adjourn.
Second.
moved and seconded. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. We are adjourned. Thanks, Eric.
Yes, sir. Mr. Wolf, leave one original with him. Your records.
Thank you.